he fires off the mark there with the three-point shot. Now Westbrook.
Oh, it's on me.
James outside. And finished off by LeBron.
What a determined move by LeBron.
That's what he just did. What I took out. Ooh.
Getting to his finish even with the defender right on it. And no question for Powell. It seems like better shot selection.
They'll get the White House without anyway, bro. I'm tired of him, bro.
From range. This guy can rise up under pressure and hit the jumper.
AD,
and
man, get that center.
He's going to put it on the deck and use that speed to go by you.
Monk's checked in for the Lakers. Outside, Covington passes it to George. Shoots the three. The Lakers with the rebound. Davis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the paint. It's tipped.
That's my fault, but that was
now the Clippers moving it up. Preston passes to George.
Bro, you on you, bro.
And again, it's the Clippers missing. Lakers trail by 4. Pass to Magician. Paul George with the steal. And it's George finishing it off.
Well, the length of Paul George creating opportunities for his team. He covers an awful lot of ground with that wingspan.
James dishes to Monk. To the wing right side. Westbrook wide open. He fires. No good from the wing. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Here's Powell. Again, the Clippers.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
LeBron with it. Now Covington defending. Westbrook can't get it to go.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Here's Preston. Drains the three-pointer. And now an 11-point Clipper lead.
That's Westbrook, bro.
Lakers trailed by 19. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Hartenstein is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Preston in at the point. Clock at 6. Here's Davis. Rebounded by Covington.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
And now James pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
When LeBron gets the ball, guys, and there aren't numbers back in transition, it almost always results in an easy hoop.
Here's George, and George with the stuff.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. And the call.
That's a foul. Thanks, Ref.
I bet.
Offensively. But it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
To the middle. And he goes in for the dunk.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
Here's Davis. It's deflected.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Takes it out to Covington. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Westbrook passes to Magician. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Well, just really intelligent playmaking from
Over the
Russell
top.
Westbrook. This guy sees someone with a good look, and he gets him the basketball.
George, no good.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Pass to Davis. Here's Magician. 10 points for him. James outside. Out left to the wing. He tries for three.
Come on, bro.
The Lakers get it back in a new 14. Clippers leading by 17. Takes the 13-footer. A nice shot by George. George has got 21.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Magician in the last matchup against the Trailblazers really.
Yeah, we're going to get him 15 fouls for today.
And he was efficient out there, whether it was from the field or at the free throw line.
See that?
He put up numbers that really jumped out in the box score. A very solid performance. Kevin will see what he's got in his arsenal tonight.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort
been bad
that
plus,
I'm
eh?
sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
Covington's shot is off.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Here's Magician. Rebound by the Clippers.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Outside, George, the 15-footer. And no good that time. And the Lakers take it the other way. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, they took advantage of some porous defense in that one. Really got the shots they wanted.
Give them some credit. I'll tell you this. They caught an opponent on a very off night defensively, and you take advantage. Simple as that.
Magician passes to Reeves. And the Lakers with another miss. And so Powell will bring it up for the Clippers. 17-point game. LeBron against Covington. Right side, Westbrook. Over George. And again, no good by the Lakers. Clippers have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. And the rejection by James.
Well, just impressive defense. Feel on that end of the floor. Track that shot all the way.
Howard's checked in for the Lakers. Lakers trail by 17. LeBron with it. His last outing, 16 points for him. Deflects the pass. Covington with the steal. George double team. There's the pass to Hartenstein. Here's Preston. He's covered by Westbrook. 5 on the clock. Preston passes to George. And here's Covington from the arc. No good on that one. And it's the Lakers the other way. Passes to Preston. Here's Hartenstein. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. James right side. Drives to the hoop. Magician. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
And the rejection by James. To the inside. Westbrook kicks to James.
LeBron.
From 13.
Shoot the rock, bro.
It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Covington. George looking over the floor. Wants to get it to Powell and does. Misses and the dry spell continues. Lakers trail by 15. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Magician. 14 points for him. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Just 5 to shoot.
Westbrook, just shoot the ball, bro.
A 3 ball. And there's the pass to
Out of
Magician.
here, bro.
Driving to the basket. Over to the wing, and here's Westbrook from the arc. It's hauled in by George.
Not a single shot has gone down this period. It is the very definition of ice cold.
Outside, Covington. Outside, George. Here's the screen. Over James. Not enough on that one as it misses. Lakers trail by 15. Down low. Here's Magician.
Anybody under that
pass, and he throws it down.
What a pass from LeBron James. This guy just has a sixth sense for finding the open man.
And the Clippers.
I ain't even seen him take over, man.
In his play, pace. It seems to us like everyone is playing a very fast pace. How do you like that style of basketball?
Well, it is the preferred way for me to play the game and to watch the game. It gives us an opportunity to see the best athletes and the most skilled basketball players get out and flourish. The other thing is, it has been proven that the first 8 seconds of the shot clock are often your most successful shots.
Oh,
and
man.
Kennard wide open. He shoots. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, this is how Luke Kennard made his way to the NBA. The knockdown three. Good night.
Horton Tucker, the pass to Magician. Stolen away.
Come on, dude.
Pass to Kennard.
Oh, dude,
On the wing, the 2. 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. Rebound the Lakers. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Here's Magician.
Get up out the vicinity,
He's got 16. And the foul goes on the Magician.
Oh, what?
That'll be his second foul of the game.
And if you really want to make...
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge.
Challenge. Challenge. Challenge. They cheating. Challenge. Challenge.
For some of the more difficult calls to make.
Come on, bro.
Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
Challenge successful.
And so the word is in.
I heard successful, right? 2K. What's it gonna be? Come on. Okay. Y'all never said. I'm waiting till they say something. You lost the challenge.
Probably has to happen quickly. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
So for the Lakers right now, and they have their big 3 all out there. Westbrook at the point with LeBron and Davis at the forward. Magician is out there with Howard. Here's Magician. 16 points for him.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Quick Wolf, like 2 3.
This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. George passes to Preston. Back to George. Inside. Here's Hartenstein. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Well, Paul George is such a solid all-around player. This guy can score it at an elite level, and he passes it well, too.
The drive by James. Here's Magician, guarded by Powell. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. It's tipped. And here's George. 21 points in the game. Westbrook with the steal. Fast break. The Lakers. And here's Davis for three. Rebound by the Clippers. Preston got his fourth rebound in this one. In the corner, Powell with it. A three-pointer is right on target. Powell's got 10 points in the game.
Well, on the catch and shoot, Norman Powell ready to rise and fire.
He just drifts in off the baseline and throws down the amazing reverse windmill.
I think, Greg, he was saving that one for us. Wow. To the paint. Here's Hartenstein. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference. This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again. Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Driving the lane. The shot's good from Magician.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
George passes to Hartenstein. Pass to Powell. That shot off the mark. Davis with some nice D. Lakers trail by 20. Here's Magician. 22 points for him. A second chance effort. Can't cash in from close range.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Lakers. Magician passes to Howard. Howard with a screen on Powell. Shot clock at 6. Westbrook. It's hauled in by George. George has got 6 rebounds in the game.
He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make-all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. They're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a 3 for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you.
The coach ain't no play, bro. Like, what is you doing, bro?
Outside for George. Here he goes. LeBron with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Here's Preston.
So we're going to overturn one of them calls,
but it rolls out. The Lakers have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Throws it up high.
Bro, why is he
Stolen
throwing the
away.
alley,
Shot
bro?
up the alley-oop attempt there. Powell with it. Westbrook picks him up. And here's George for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. George has got 24. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
And you also have to give credit to them for their shot blocking. They've had a ton of rejections in this ballgame. I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
And the way Russell Westbrook racks up triple-doubles is just incredible. Does it so often. A testament, Doris, to his strong work ethic.
I mean, this guy plays with such competitive spirit on both ends of the floor. Russell is relentless. He will sacrifice his body, and his teammates appreciate the effort he gives every single night.
Westbrook finds Davis. We've heard the calls for more diversity among head coaches, Greg. With the turnover this offseason came a lot of opportunity.
And Kevin, that's really what it's all about, right? The league's values of diversity and inclusion have been really pushed to the forefront. And I think that's one reason why our game is so popular globally, because it is so inclusive.
Well, LeBron James, if you allow him interior position, he's so strong, so physically gifted, forget about it.
Here's George, and it's sent back by Howard.
What?
And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain. He's checked in for the Clippers. Monk's checked in for the Lakers. Lakers trail by 21. Davis with a screen on Powell. Takes it inside. Whistle blows. Bucket is good.
How the heck is that a foul, ref? You need LASIK.
Results.
The Lakers have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight. 6 of 9 to be exact.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Horton Tucker's checked in for Monk. Now, here's Kennard. 6 points for him. 6 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 8 rebounds in this game.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him.
Come on, Davis, you
There's
open.
the 3. That shot missing. And the Clippers will go
They
the
would
other
not
way
do
with
this
it.
on 2K12.
Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Inside, George double-teamed and stolen by LeBron. On the wing, James. Now the pass to Magician. Going inside, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. In the corner, Kennard with it. Sinks the three-pointer. Kennard's got
like
9.
that too.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
No clue.
I ain't even passed it to him, number 1. Come on, bro. That is unrealistic, man.
Set last season in more ways than one. 5 out of the final 8
forgot
teams
about
doors in the
takeover this
playoffs
game.
had never won a title before.
Kevin, I think for the long-term health and viability of the league, the more teams with an opportunity to win the championship, the better off. We saw new stars get their first opportunity to win a championship. Giannis Antetokounmpo, one of the hardest workers, one of the most humble superstars, goes out and wins it. It was so fun to cover.
George and Zubats inside the 4 and the 5. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Preston in at the 1. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
He's done a dynamite job rebounding the basketball and no issues fighting it out against the big guys down low.
And stolen by James. Over George. And it's off the back rim, no good. The Clippers have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. And George with the stuff.
Now, Paul George will work hard to get to his spots offensively. Right now, they can count on him to put the ball in the basket.
Davis down low. Zubats defending. LeBron a screen on Kennard. Bradley, no one around him. It's good from long range. Bradley's got 5 points now this quarter.
I'll tell you, Avery Bradley showing great confidence in that three-point ability. The defense has now got to keep him legit.
And the rejection by LeBron. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Norman Powell. On defense, the Lakers. Kleber finds George. Here's Preston. No good from outside.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Floats it up for Davis. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. To the middle. Here's...
You simply have to respect the passing ability of Paul George, his ability to read and react and make the right choice. So good.
It's Davis on the wing. Down low, here's Magician, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. And the dunk by Zubac.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. There's the drive.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. And the NBA dress code introduced back in 2005. Now, player attire straying a bit from business casual. Does that bother you, Greg?
You know, it doesn't bother me because that's where we are as a society. But, man, I can tell you, when I
very suspicious in them courts.
If you didn't wear dress socks with your suit.
In them garages.
So we have come a long way in terms of the evolution of fashion. And you know what? I'm not one for stopping progress.
Magician, and that one is hammered home.
Well, DJ Augustine has been around this league a long time. He does not miss open teammates.
Outside for George. No good on the triple. And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. And he drives in. Here's Magician. And the rejection
I said
by
go
Zubac.
up the other way, man.
Here's George. Plays it up and banks it in. George has got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is
already
delivering.
And he just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers.
Oh, yeah.
Here's Preston. He's guarded by Howard to the right side. Zubac the pass to Preston. Clippers moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Kennard. The rebound by Sharp. The Lakers have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%.
Well, this is DJ's role, right? A point guard aware that his responsibility is to orchestrate the offense.
On the wing, George. Preston passes to George. Kennard kicks to George. Zubac a screen on James. And George gets it to go.
And until he pulls off, I keep the ball in his hand.
James looking around. Here's Magician. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Come on, man. You know what I do, man. Come on, man.
Now, here's Kennard.
Yeah.
Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Lock down.
Both teams will make substitutions.
Luke Kennard entered the league with a long history of success both in the high school and collegiate levels. And this is a guy who I think still has a high ceiling.
Down, boy.
Kevin, is there another player out there capable of moves as stunning as that?
A handful at the most. He is in elite company.
Boy, he trying to turn over that little slow-mo. He almost had me.
Here's man. Spins. Back to George. Johnson against Kleba. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
You just can't get Nathan enough, boy. You got to come out with that defensive.
Lakers shooting around 40% from the floor here.
We was doing in that other game.
Here's Magician. Oh! And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
It's blocked.
I was way past him.
George against Augustine. Here's Mann. Back to George. Jacks up a three. Buries it from three-point range. George has got 40 points.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate
Well, what
tonight.
my other dunks at?
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. And Doris, I know you dealt with a tough injury in your time as a player, but a lot of these careers being saved now by the advances in medicine.
Kevin, think about it. Torn ACLs historically, going back 20 years, drastically changed what we believed was the ceiling for players. Now a torn ACL may only prohibit a player from playing for 8 to 12 months. That's drastically different. You're seeing stars like LeBron take care of their bodies, invest in what they know.
That's not a foul. Are you kidding me?
Change the equation on the length of careers.
First one falls for him. And the Clippers making a switch here. Batum's checked in.
Excellent pass.
That one
Ricky,
falls,
girl.
so he hits both of them.
Hey, holla at me after the game.
104 left here in the fourth quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Clippers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And they're able to...
Oh, that's unbelievable.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Scary.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. There's 14 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Kennard, the pass to Kleba.
Come on, bro. What
No
you
good
think
on the
is
three.
it? Bro, they done got him from the Mavericks that quick, bro.
Now Augustine.